Ты тоже будешь на видео сегодня на YouTube? Alright, let's go. Ага, там нету, здесь сходишь. See you soon. Here it is. What's up, man? I'm back to do some magic. New York, 35 more undefeated. So what we're facing today, we're facing some issue that we came across. As you can see on the rendering, we have a grid on this side and the text, so that was installed right. Then text here, some grids here, but this area wasn't completed right, and the area yeah, but they want to make some changes. Oh well, the actual problem was, you see on the layout here,
right, that part,
there's an area here, no such a grid here, and text, but still this. So now they reprinted whole thing and also this part, and I gotta figure out how exactly they want it, because you can see the distance here is narrower than here, so probably this is centered, but they didn't provide me any specific measurements. So now we gotta figure out what we're gonna do. Either we're removing the whole thing or we can fit it inside there. Let's measure it, because previous installer decided to not tell me this, so that's why I'm here today. Communication is the main problem of all issues, so I encourage everybody to double check, triple check, ask the question. It never hurts to ask. So I will show you what we're gonna do next. But first we gotta measure and then ask the client what they want. All right? Let's go. Alright, after conversation we figure out that this space should be 10 inches, some spacing 6 3/4, the narrower markings go in the middle. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dry fit it first, hang it. Obviously we're gonna center it vertically and not center it horizontally, because we have this markings lines here. Alright? So for now, I'll just use existing elevation and see what needs to be adjusted. Well, number one thing I usually do, I find the center of the graphic that I'm working with, so it helps me positioning it. So I'm using outlines and 55.5, and our center will be 27 and 3/4. So this is our center. We'll do the same with the height. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Usually when we do this, you gotta lay it flat. I'll call it 6 feet, 72 inches. 72, so the middle would be 36. It's not really important, but I usually just mark it. Center, 36 inches. Now, let's look what we have at the top. We have 8 at the top. And 15 at the bottom. 15 plus 8, 23. 23 divided in half, 11.5. So we gotta shift it to 11.5. That's what I use. Not bad. Wax pencil. Wax pencil helps us mark things on the glass, sometimes on the metal, on the plastic, and erase easily because it's made of wax. So 11.5. Where is my 11.5? From the top of the frame, it will be somewhere here. And on this side, it's going to be 11.5 as well, so we're here. Always check. So we go down and we check. This is how the math was right. 11, pretty close. So we just gotta lift it a little bit, and we're gonna be leveling it. But then here, so the client said that he calculated on his laptop at home in Photoshop that this distance should be 10.25. Let's try that and see where it's gonna get us. So the existing graphic was at 6 inches. So now we gotta be at 10.25, he said. And what is it? 11.5. So it's almost hard to see, but it's there. So now we gotta shift it to the left. Positioning and packing. So there where I wanted, and at the bottom we had 11, and we're at 11.5, so I'm going to slightly erase it to give it 11.25. So it's going to look more balanced. Well, we're still going to level it, but this is approximately where it's going to go. And we gotta please stretch it a little. So from the middle down, from the opposite side to the corner, and then same thing here. Again, we dry fitting it because we don't know how things are gonna look like, so I'd rather tape it up and then check. So another thing that the client gave me, he said 6 3/4 distance to here. But before we're gonna do that, we gotta double check our center. 2 feet, 24. Alright, that's exactly the center. And we need to find the center, the height of the window, which is, I would say, pretty close to 94.5, and the center will be 47.25. So center 47.25. So right here. 47.25. And they said 6.75 to the right. Let me over here. 6.75 to the right and here. So somewhere here. And 47.25. Alright, now we're not gonna level it yet, but we're just gonna approximately position it. So my markers show that he wants to land somewhere here. We're gonna quickly adjust the level. He wants to show so with that being set and done, 5.75, 6.25. So we gotta shift 1 inch over. Like half inch. Six and 6. 6, you know, with 6, there is 6. Six and 6. Alright, this is how it's gonna look like now. I'm gonna take a couple of pictures, send it to the client for approval, and get it done. Alright, client approved everything, and what we got here? We got about 10 inches in the quarter, almost 15 here, but this decal is centered, 6 and 6, and 3 here, centered. We're gonna level it. So now it's time to peel off this one and remove the old one. What I usually do in these cases is I use my indication marks, so after I can just stick it to them. Carefully, not too deep, just cut it right next to it. Or you can also do this. Some people who can, get confused, you can do like one like this, or you can do, let's say, close. So when you're gonna align it, you will know what exactly goes. So, then I go down. This is not really important, but when you work with complex graphics, that will help you to have a good habit of having markings aligned. It's pretty close, we don't really have to remove it, I can just pull it over and take it out. So I'm just gonna leave it. And it's the top. Let's see, we got loose a little bit. And another thing that we didn't do, we didn't check the level. We're also gonna do it before we install it. And so far, it looks level. I carefully remove it, roll it, and now the fun part. As you can see, I try to keep my place in because the store is open. Maybe people, so I don't want them to stumble over there. So I usually just pick it up like this and peel it, and just go like a spider web. Working in some direction so I can collect everything in my head. For example, this one we don't need to. There's our center mark. Satisfying. Alright, that's the installation. Alright, all graphics removed, already tacked them inside, and I'll create an S here. And as you can see, we have some shadow now. So every time, and there's like little fingerprints too. Every time we remove graphics, I usually just give it a quick wipe. Again, I'm not putting it on the glass, on the rack. And just give it a nice wipe so we can remove all the dust, everything that may create imperfections. I'm using alcohol 70% because it evaporates pretty quick and it removes the glue, dust, and it doesn't leave any streaks like Windex or other things. And don't forget to clean up here carefully. You're ready to install? I'm gonna cut a few ones. You will keep them here. Again, when you're working with the good graphics, try to be like centered. So it's in the middle, so you can reach left side, you can reach right side. Making sure you have the top at the top, bottom at the bottom. Come closer. And we're gonna align it. So this is our mark number 1. Tack it. Tack this one here. And one in the middle. And now we're just gonna check the level. I use 2-footer, but usually I use the small one so you can keep it on the pocket. It does the same job. So what I do, I just make sure it's level. So to me, it's level. Alright. Same thing, we're just gonna pull down. Oh, you see I got rid of this marking. Sometimes you get rid of it accidentally. It was just above the vinyl. Same thing here. And there. Looks good. We're ready to install. Usually when I work with graphics like this, I create the hinge. So I install this part, then fold it under, peel, and install this area. So instead of doing scallops, I'll just use the same tape. And there's markings there. So now I don't need these. I usually do a double hinge like this, so when it falls out, it doesn't peel off, because sometimes glass can have protection layers. So right now I'm ready to peel it. And I usually cut with this, but since we have this magic thing, I can do it with this. So, to understand where I'm going, I'll just hold this line here and start peeling. Gently separating it. Try to not touch the graphic itself because it may leave your fingerprints. So, do it some kind of like this, make sure it stays on, and then I just definitely, every time you do this, try to make an even line. It's going to be easier to peel it off after. So again, safety is priority, so I don't throw papers around me, I just stack them. I can either put it in my pocket, or here I have trash box, so I can just tuck it in, and that's it. Nobody can help. The next thing is the transfer. So to transfer, you gotta pull it up and then to the sides. So we're gonna do it up and tuck it. Then this side here, tuck it, and then here, pull and tuck it. So 45 degrees. Just spread the tension. And before I do anything, I gotta make sure I do it right, nothing changed. It's level. Perfect. So many people use these gold ones. You also can use the longer ones, depending on what you like the most. But for transfer, you gotta keep in mind that the first stroke is very important. So you go on, then 45 degrees to the side, and here. And then from here, I just spread it to the sides, so my tension goes up and down and to the sides. And if I feel like I lost my tension, I can always pull it and readjust it. Remember, the masking tape is stretchable, so don't pull it too hard. You can really stretch, just like vinyl. You can see these waves here, that's why I'm peeling it off, repositioning it. And again, I'm trying to work it out so it doesn't create any wrinkles in the middle. And then right here, I'm going to do anything, just use my squeegee. Then the soft side to make sure I pushed all the air out from the lines. And I'm ready to go down. So I don't need this, and I can just stick them here. All of these things, I don't need them. So after I install, I just remove the whole thing. And I don't need to spend more time going up and down the ladder. Alright. We don't need this one, also can stay there. Then this one, then this one too, and this one too. That's it. The next thing, you can roll it like this. Some people don't like doing it, but if you can, it gives you better control. And now I just lift it. Pick it up, and before applying, I'm making sure I have tension down, not too much to left or right, just down. And I start installing the rest of the graphic. 45 degrees, so the air have time and way to escape. And when I get closer to uninstall the area, I don't push it too hard. I leave it like this. And then, with my hand right and left, I put a little bit more. Usually about 1 foot or size of your hand is enough to work on, because it's a safe zone. I'm using hard part because we installed it in the glass. Or you can use a soft one, that may see a little difference. Maybe we'll have to squeeze it one more time. And again, I stop pretty close, not pushing it too far. And then I go down more. And continue doing the hardest job on earth. Coming down. What we got here is the air. Or maybe the air under the masking between the vinyl masking. Or it could be on the vinyl. So I gotta check. Pop it carefully. And see. Alright, disappeared. Because we don't want to lift it up and peel it again to disturb the graphics, because graphics wants to just transfer once and be happy. Alright, we're pretty aligned on the both sides. Didn't lose our orientation. Going down. Another thing could work against time, because when outside we have sun heating it up, and it may heat up the vinyl and it may start stretching. So we're working not slowly but smoothly. I'm not gonna go down here. I want to install this part, then check this area. Get here, I'll check lettering. Gotta make sure everything stays where it's supposed to be. And continue. As you can see, I'm working with both hands, but keep the tension here. Now the tricky part, usually people just pull it and it can just stick to the glass accidentally, so I keep it a little bit and kind of work with the middle first, leaving the edges, and then just letting it go and let the the backing paper do the work. So now I can carefully remove this. Thank God we have kind of gravity here. Boom, and just sanded it down, and here I look, okay, I can go this way. Ready. Alright. Set it aside. Just not gonna hold me. So now we're gonna do this part. Double check before installing. It's leveled, still leveled. And then up a little. Wants to move left a little bit. Those in the details, like everybody knows. Let's see if they're good. Now, I'm going to use these two markings to more helpful. We're looking at the level. 1, 2, 3. We got level. That's it. Ready to install. Same thing. So just do this. Make sure you go slowly. If you use a knife, try to avoid scratching it, because you see how many scratches here. Keep it in the air. Keep it here. And again, don't pull it to right or left so you don't lose the level. And in the center. And then same side to make sure you can pull the air out. And sometimes when you're not 100% sure, you can also do the same thing so you can avoid unexpected shifting. Lift it up, angle it. Since we're here, ready to peel it, we can start peeling it. And again, when I'm peeling it, I try to not touch everything around so I don't have to clean it again. So I just peel it right against the glass and just rolling it down. Good. Now we're going to remove the whole piece. The thing that I want you to keep in mind that start peeling against the corners, because if you're gonna peel that way, you have a risk of peeling it off. So carefully go down and send your force and not against the glass, but down here. And the further you're gonna go, the more risk you give yourself that it's gonna break. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna roll it just like a sushi. And go in smaller increments. So I don't want to create too much stress. And I'll just start on this side here. Get rid of this. One thing, so we don't need them. Alright, surprise, surprise. So what we have here, we have a existing decal that needs to be replaced with the longer version. And what I found out is the center is supposed to be, what is it, 39.5. Let me see. It's 41. That's why I use self-centering measuring tape. So right now we have 41 to the center. This is our center. And 40. So how things to the side. But to be exact, it's gonna be, our center should be shaped. The full width of the window is, I'd say 80.5, and it's 40.25. So our center should be here, 1 inch over. We're gonna move it by eye. For a 1/4 inch. If you're not sure how far it is, it's about here. Move it. Let's check again. 40.5 at the beginning of the line. 40 here, a little bit more. Somewhere here. Sometimes I can get mistaken. So the job is done. And most importantly, what I ask my people to do is to take clear pictures. This is, for example, one of them I just did. So I need to see like the perspective how the store looks like. And then I take a picture from this side here. You see? Boom. One from the middle. And few straight up. So if I would be standing here, I need to see how it looks like. Excellent. Perfect. View from here. And then I take view from the outside. Same thing. You need to take a few pictures, right? Just standing right in front of it. So you can see everything is aligned. It's actually not one here. See, like everything is aligned, straight, equal on the sides, balanced perfect. Text was already installed. Well, this is the view from outside. I will replace the top piece. And this one, done. before and after. Undefeated.